came into this world to save sinners. You know, sinners are the only ones that are going to be saved. I say that because most of us aren't willing to admit that we're sinners. And so until you're willing to admit that you're a sinner and that you have broken His laws and you deserve that eternal punishment, until you're willing to admit that, you're never going to be saved. I come from the country in North Carolina, and I heard a story one time about an old preacher. And the old preacher said this. He says, when I preach, first I get people lost and then I get them saved. And my friends, that's what you got to do today. You got to understand that you're lost without Jesus, that you're lost and you have no hope. You know, the Bible tells us that apart from Christ, there is no hope, there is no help, and it's only through Christ that we can find hope and we can find help, that we can find forgiveness. Friends, you're not promised tomorrow. God's Word tells us that. It says that life is a vapor. It's here one moment, it's gone the next. If you wake up in the morning, a lot of times you'll see this fog, this vapor that is permeating the atmosphere. But you know what happens? The sun comes out, it burns off that fog, and eventually it's gone. It's just there for a few moments. And your life is there for a few moments. You're not going to live forever. None of us are going to get out of this life alive. The statistics on death are pretty surprising. 1 out of 1, 10 out of 10. Everyone has an appointment with death. And you don't know when that appointment is. Paul, when he wrote to Timothy in his second letter, he was almost to the point of dying for his faith. He was about to be beheaded by Rome, by Nero. And so he knew he only had a short time left. And folks, you may only have a short time. You just don't know. You can't say whether you'll have tomorrow. You cannot say whether you'll be here next week.